From far and wide, Oilers fans, this is Dolynny TV. And welcome back to another edition of Edmonton Oilers discussion here on Dolynny TV. And guys, first thing I want to note, everything went fine and well, so things are looking good for me. I feel a lot better today, and hopefully today's video delivers what you've been waiting for over the past 2 days. What have we missed? We missed the reaction to a 7-2 victory over top of the Buffalo Sabres, in which I wanted to discuss just how important what I had said the day earlier when it comes to how bad the depth was hurting us, to how much it helped us in that game, and especially then you get the league average goaltending. However, that's not what I'm covering. I'm not game previewing Vancouver. I'm not breaking down Vancouver, because after all was said and done yesterday with my excitement in life and trying to figure out what the heck was going wrong with me, got home, fell asleep during the first period, shut off the game after the end of the first, maybe into the second, who knows, I don't even know what time of the night it was, and then I crawled into bed and nodded off to sleep. I've slept probably 10, 9, 20 hours of the past 49, 50 hours, so I've gotten my rest, so that's good. So ready to go today on a little bit of a rant when it comes to, of course, guys, like I said, I had a little bit of breathing issues, and they're chalking it up to anxiety. I'm not going to say my anxiety is due to the Oilers, but I'm just going to use it to cultivate this conversation in which, guys, at times, the Oilers this season, I think, have stressed me out more than any pro sports team I have ever followed in my life, given the Oilers going on that 05-06 Cup run, the 2 playoff runs for the Blue Jays recently, and now this season, following it game in, game out, because I mean, I've been a hardcore Oilers fan since 05-06, but just as a guy who prioritized life and work over hockey games on TV a lot more in the past than I have this year has been roller coaster. You guys say it in the comments almost every second day. Somebody's saying, man, this has been a roller coaster of a season. And guys, this last month has been absolutely crazy to be an Oilers fan, considering that we've won back-to-back games for the first time since early December. Now, you want to go on and think about that. That is absolutely crazy to think with this team that features Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, guys that can get the job done, and we haven't won back-to-back games since early December. Somehow, mid-January, we're in the playoff run. I don't understand what has happened this past month. Now, mind you, my head's been elsewhere as well at times, so maybe all this coming together has made that perfect storm of what the heck is going on with the Edmonton Oilers, what the heck's going on in my life. That's regardless to the whole point for this video, just to sit here and rant about how up and down all around and crazy this Oilers season has been. Let's go back to the start of the year where things just started making sense, didn't make sense. What the heck was going on? That travel schedule was ugly. Who in the heck knew what was going on with the Oilers? Then suddenly, about 18, 19 games into the season, I am calling for the firing of Todd McLellan. I watched that game live against the Calgary Flames that I will, as much as everyone claims the Vegas game sunk him, that Flames game, that was writing on the wall. Game over for Todd McLellan November 17th. And then all of a sudden, Ken Hitchcock comes in. We go on a 9-2-2 run, and man, things looked good. Things looked glorious as an Edmonton Oilers fan. You could not write things better of a turnaround, of a outlook on the season, and then all of a sudden the wheels fell off. Oscar Klefbom got injured, and suddenly we are sitting here going to town about what the heck's the depth doing, the goaltending is a disaster, the defense, what the hell are these trades that Chiarelli made, what's Brandon Manning doing here? Guys, it has been, like I said, just an absolute friggin' mess this season for the Oilers. I mean, yes, okay, every season's going to have its ups and its downs. That's sports. Get over it. And I am coming in from a totally biased perspective, buying into a first full-on run with the Edmonton Oilers in which we're expected to take a step forward. I don't think everybody expected quite as much in 17-18, like as much as they did in 17-18 as they did this year. We took a step forward, signing Brodziak, signing Reeder, getting a little bit of defensive help in Gravel, Koskinen's a wild card. Man, everybody was sitting there, what the heck's the Oilers actually going to do? And it was a great question because honestly, we could have predicted playoffs, we could have predicted lottery pick, and somehow, at the end of the day, for the past 2 months, we've been somewhere right smack dab in between. It has just been absolutely mind-numbing. And now you sit here and you try and make sense of it that somehow on January 17th, guys, January 17th, hold on, I got to open my browser, we are tied for the final wild card spot in the Western Conference. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I mean, we've been through the slums, we have been through the highs, we've been to the valleys, we've been to the peaks with this Oilers team, and somehow we are still here. You guys, this is the best part about having opened this forum that we now have in the comments section and during these videos, is to discuss the Oilers, to discuss our feelings, discuss what has to be done. And one thing I haven't mentioned is what the heck's going on with the GM situation, right? We all kind of, okay, the coaching's got to go. And then, of course, the first thing I put in the title when Ken Hitchcock was hired, Chiarelli on the hot seat, and we've seen Chiarelli just being pummeled, Chiarelli being praised, everything in between, guys. That's the best part. Like I'm saying, we have the forum, we have the discussions in the comment section below, and it is as far left, as far right, and as far middle and in between as you can go when it comes to the Edmonton Oilers. That's the best part. We all have our feelings. I'm all over the board because, guys, honestly, day to day, I can't keep this team straight. That's essentially what I'm stressing you guys. I can't keep what this team's doing. Should we be selling everybody? Should we be blowing everything up? I don't know. Or should we be buying and trying to get Tarasenko in here and getting everything done in terms of going for a cup run? I don't know. That's the question. This Oilers team will not let us know. And by game 82, when we have an X or when we have a did not finish, here's your lottery pick numbers, we'll know. We'll know. But for right now, we get to enjoy a roller coaster. And guys, this is the problem. We love the roller coaster that is the Edmonton Oilers. We wouldn't be Oilers fans if we didn't, right? The highs, the lows, the peaks, the valleys, that's the best part about being an Oilers fan. Feast, famine, everything in between, good times. Problem is, when the lows are there, man, are we absolutely in the ditches and we hate it. And then when we have the highs, man, we are just living on cloud 9. But here we go, in between this, in between, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Are we a lottery team? Are we a playoff team? Oh my God, I don't know. That is what kills us as Oilers fans, because we have not had enough of that to make us hardy over the past 12, 15 years, whatever you want to say at this point. That has been the thing, right? Since the lockout, we've had 2 playoff runs. One all the way to the Cup final, and one in the second round where we got absolutely screwed over a million times by video review, by the Ducks, whatever you want to say. That's my opinion. You guys might have a different one. I watched those games. I was invested. I live streamed them. Tough go. Tough go to be an Oilers fan during that Ducks series in the second round. However, that's not the point. What I'm saying is we don't have enough of these runs, right? That 05-06 was very similar to this season. Very similar from what I remember. But, man, 16-17, that was a glorious year. We were running away all the time. Connor McDavid on a mission. And so we haven't had that in-between where we just make the playoffs or we make the second seed or we do this or we do that. No, we've had 2 seasons in which we had success. We had roller coasters to get there, but we had success. Or we had, a hot start, bam, into the floor immediately. Or, it's all right. Then December hits, we hit the wall, it's over. Well, guess we're getting Connor McDavid. Guess we're getting Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Guess we're getting Taylor Hall, right? So we've known by now usually how our season is going to end. That is what I'm saying. The most stressful part about this season is we have no clue how it's going to end. I said the Oilers kissed their playoff hopes goodbye in that game against LA where we absolutely got crap pounded 4-0. However, how many ever days, more than 10 days later, we're sitting in a playoff spot tied for the final wild card. It's any man's game at this point with the crappy old Wild West shootout that is the wild card situation. Man, if it doesn't get more stressful than that, I don't know. And that's the best part. I said I wanted to use my whole experience the past couple of days as the launching point to kind of say, look, guys, we are in a very stressful situation as Oilers fans. One we're not very keen and used to, I guess you could say, because, like I said, we're not conditioned for it. 2 playoff runs, one where it was up and down, and one where it looked pretty much a sure thing once the Oilers got rolling. It's tough to say, right? Who's to say where this finishes? And the roller coaster, she just keeps on going the rest of the season home. Guys, today's video, I know a little bit weaker of a topic, but I hope you have your vents, your frustrations, your praises, your whatevers in the comments section down below. Let's get through this together. Get ready for the game on Saturday against the Flames, because me oh me, that is going to be a big one. Guys, I'm going to pull up the NHL standings. I meant to do that a while ago, but the NHL standings are going to be crucial come Saturday, because here is the key I need to remind you. The Oilers sit with 49 points, tied with the Wild for the final wildcard spot. Okay, there's only 2 teams tied for that final spot. Let's go. That makes more sense than what, 4 or 5, whatever it was the other day. However, the Flames sit atop the Pacific Division. They're absolutely dominating. They're a force to be reckoned with. Most goals in the West, so they're a scary team. They allow a little bit of goals, but not too much, right? They're middle of the pack in the division, so it's going to be a wild one, guys. We'll go talk about a couple things tomorrow, and then we will get rolling on into the Flames versus the Oilers on January 19th. I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. Thank you for listening to me rant. I think that's all I need to do. I don't think I made much sense, but I will catch you in the comments section down below after this video releases. I am up on out of here.